Many people spend years trying to break through doors in life. They push harder. They struggle more. They believe success is always difficult. But what if the door you're pushing was never locked in the first place? In a small town lived a man who had one dream. He wanted to change his life. He wanted success, confidence, and freedom. But every time he tried to move forward, something stopped him. Fear. Fear of failing. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of not being good enough. One day, an old traveler visited the town. The man shared his struggles and said, "I feel like there is a door in front of me, a door to a better life. But it is locked." The traveler listened quietly and then said, "Come with me." They walked to an old building at the edge of the town. Inside the building stood a large wooden door. It looked strong and heavy. The traveler pointed at it and said, "Try to open it." The man immediately pushed the door with all his strength. He pushed harder and harder, but the door didn't move. Breathing heavily, he stepped back and said, "See? It's locked." The traveler smiled gently. He walked to the door, placed his hand on the handle, and slowly pulled. The door opened easily. The man stood frozen. The door had never been locked. He had been pushing the entire time when all he needed to do was pull. The traveler looked at him and said, "Many people spend their lives pushing against doors that require a different approach. They believe success must always be difficult. They believe the path must always be painful. But sometimes the door opens with a simple action." The man stood silently. For the first time, he realized something powerful. The problem was never the door. The problem was the way he approached it. Fear often convinces us that something is impossible. So we struggle. We push harder. We exhaust ourselves. But sometimes, all we need is a new perspective. A small change. A different step. And suddenly, the door opens. In life, not every obstacle is as difficult as it appears. Sometimes the door is not locked. Sometimes we are simply pushing in the wrong direction. So if something in your life feels impossible right now, pause for a moment. Take a breath. And ask yourself, am I pushing a door that only needs to be pulled? This is Story and Speak, where stories help you grow and improve your English. If this story made you think, share it with someone who might be pushing the wrong door today.